Hey, this is Bruce Cook. This is a real quick follow-up video to the video I just made in response to someone who commented telling me that the output pressure of paintball tanks will not change the amount of input pressure on some paintball marker regulators. So, for an example, I have my Ninja tank with adjustable regulator. I have the output pressure set to mid pressure. I have actually tested the pressure on this thing before. It's about 480 psi, so it is in the 500 psi range. And this is a standard output pressure regulator. It's a tank I borrowed from the field that I work at. It's Wildfire Paintball. So I only showed the pressure on my gauge when I tested both tanks. And I actually, on the high pressure tank, I actually read the regulator wrong. So it was putting in about 175 psi, not 185. I forgot that the third and fourth needle on this gauge under the 200 is between 160 and 180. So it was between the it was like right next to the 180 mark, so it was putting in about 175 psi. But when I put my standard or my adjustable regulator with mid pressure output, it dropped it down to 160. But that commenter specifically said that he wanted to see a chrono video, so that's what we're going to do. I had to run to the store real quick. That's why I didn't have time to do this the first time. But now we're out here, and I got my chronograph, got some paint. Now I gotta make sure this camera is pointing in the right directions. So give me 1 second. So let me see. Yep. All right, because I can't see what this camera is looking at unless I look at the back side of it. But it's going to be that Smart Parts Ion again. It's a marker that I am currently working on for a customer. I got it working and everything, but it needs detents. There is a chance that I might get the marker might end up trying to double feed in there. So the eyes will be on. It'll prevent it from shooting. I may have to take the barrel off and push the paintball back in. But this is to demonstrate that input pressure or the tank's output pressure can change the input pressure of your marker and velocity. As you know, the ion does rely on the amount of pressure that goes through the regulator into the marker for the velocity. So this tank, we are at about only 1,000 psi, but I don't know what this marker is going to chrono yet. I haven't gotten that far into fixing it. I was going to do that once we got the detents in, but I'm sure with the pressure that the pressure difference in this marker will have the effect. So hopefully you can see that. I don't know if the sun's going to cause problems, but we are at, see, it is, I'm reading this, just below the 180. It's between, it's probably about between 270 and 275. So that's with this high pressure tank. So we're aired up. Turn the loader on. Turn the marker on. Okay. So let's see what the high pressure tank does. 287, 290, 306, 278, 302. So you got between high 270s and just above 300. So we are going to degas this tank. I gotta get all the air out of this thing. Okay. So I think this thing might have double fed. Not yet. No, it didn't. Actually, we have a ball stuck. Oh, never mind. That's just because the bolt didn't go all the way back because of the lack of air. All right, so we are going to take this tank off. And we are going to put my Ninja SL2 tank on here, which has an output of almost 500 psi mid pressure. Okay, we're gonna air this thing up. Oh, and just to show you, my tank has plenty of pressure in it. I'm not pulling off any shenanigans using a low tank. It's almost low. So we have, what's that? Close to 2,500 PSI in this tank, as you can see. So, all right, let's chrono this. I mean, I can even hear it. The thing's going lower. 271, 276, 274, 268, 270. Uh-oh, we do got a 280, 265, 270, 277, 277 again, 276, 270. Uh-oh, we got a 287 in there, a 272, 275, 274. So, the velocity was averaging between 265 to 280, and the average velocity on the higher pressure tank was the high 270s to about 305. There was definitely a big difference there. So as you see, output pressure on the tank can influence how much pressure your high pressure regulator on your marker puts into the gun. So there you have it. Hope you're satisfied. That's what you asked for.